You were playing football all through high school?
Yeah, I was playing football. So I was like about to go. I went to college for football, but I ain't want to stay out there because my mama couldn't really help me while I was out there. So I left. I ain't go.
What, just money was tight?
Yeah. And then like my dad had died, so it was like,
how'd your dad pass?
my dad passed because like my dad was like a drug dealer and he shit, but it's like over time he a party and shit. So it was just like all the wear and tear over time, and he was doing that shit for a long time, way before I was even born, with my big sister and shit like that. And they was really in the projects. They was doing different shit. Like they was over there. Menace II Society is based about them.
Really?
For real. Like that's what they was really doing. They was jacking cars. They was getting high off Sherm and robbing niggas, and they was selling drugs. I remember I heard stories about my daddy and them to where like they used to be on the roof. They used to have walkie-talkies and shit like that, bro. And then it was a point to where like my dad was dealing drugs when I was a baby, and he went to Portland, and they got caught with a lot of drugs out there, and they told him they let him go. He can't never come back to Portland or some shit like that. So he missed my whole when I was born. Like he wasn't even there. I didn't have a name for a couple days. Like, and when he came back, that's when he seen me, and then that's how I guess when he stopped like really doing what he doing. But he really never stopped really doing what he doing.
Right.
Like he.
But so how did he actually pass though?
He passed from cause like he went to prison. He went to prison for 3 years, and he had got some shit done to him in prison in his chest, and I guess like over time from what they did, his artery like it started deteriorating and it ripped because he used to be like outside and then he used to pop pills and shit a lot. And I guess one day like he had called me, like he was trying to call me, and I didn't answer. I don't know, it's kind of fucked up because like a lot of times like my dad talked to me, but like some shit that I see now, like he'll say to me, like I wouldn't really want to listen to him then. I kind of get mad at him because how he treat me, like he always treat me like he made me feel like that's why I'm a rapper now, because that's what he instilled in me, what he taught me and stuff. Like I ain't really could understand it from how he was saying it to me, and I kind of got mad at him, and I ain't talked to him that day, and somebody else messaged me on Facebook, and they told me like your dad in hospital, you might not make it, and like so I went down there, and my mom was like, it's gonna be all right. And it was like, I don't really talk about it a lot, but yeah, my mom was like, it's gonna be all right. He all right. But like, I'm like, man, ooh, like, I'm like, damn. If it's like, I know people that died. I'd seen my cousin died. My cousin daddy died in the projects. He got shot. And
you were just there?
By one of his homies, I was with my dad. My dad walked over there, and but I was in the car, but where I was at, I could see. And man, he got killed. I remember telling my cousin that going back home, man, we had church. I told my cousin, like, man, somebody killed your daddy. And his daddy just had got out of the prison, too. And it was his daddy named Big BK. And it was like, man, that shit fucked me up. And then it was like, damn, like, I remember going to the funeral when I was a kid and shit. And I'm looking at my cousin, like, I don't really know how he feel. Like, I wonder really how he feel because his daddy died. And man, I'm like, damn, now my daddy about to die. Saying that in my head, I got there, and I got a voicemail on my phone. Like he left me a voicemail, and like he just told me like, whatever I do, like just run it up. That's all he told me. Like just do you, don't be like me, run it up. And I got to the hospital and I seen him, and he was dead. So I was like, that shit fucked me up inside. Like that's why I be like, I don't open up to a lot of people. Like I'm secretive. I only fuck with my folks. Like I don't fuck with a lot of people.
Yo, we just hit 400,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. So if you want to help us out, click subscribe, get us to 500K. Yeah.